Hello gamers, and welcome back to Minecraft, my first ever SMP experience here on NeoDood.net. Woohoo! So last episode was a biggie. It was building this racetrack. It's actually a couple of week project. Took me a few weeks to do from start to finish. But yeah, it's here, it's working. It's available to everyone, and people are enjoying it, which is great to see. We've seen several races coming around here. I've been involved in quite a few races myself with other people, discovering it for the first time, and I've heard of lots of other races that people have had. There's also a warp location now, so people can get here really easily, and I've done some other bits of tidying up around the place, so I did a bit more sort of vegetation, landscaping, lighting stuff. So the whole internal area is completely lit, spawn proof, as is just the perimeter a little bit while we're running outside to help reduce the likelihood of mobs getting inside the track if people do race at night. And yeah, overall it's been going well. I do have a few problems. I had to put some ground rules down. So one race at a time. Do not litter boats, return them to the pit, and if it's night, sleep. So I'm having to come here once a day at the moment and clear up all the boats that people are leaving behind, because people can't always be bothered to row their boats all the way back to the pit lane to get rid of them. Or they can always come back to the start line and break them themselves. This is the only part of the track where that will be possible. And that's due to the claim mods. We can't really avoid that. Like, you can only place and break boats on public land. If it's claimed, and you're not on the claim, it's not possible. So that's part of the reason for that. And that just means I've got to come here and do a bit of boat tidy up from time to time. But overall, it's been going down really well. People have been enjoying it, and I've been enjoying watching people enjoy it as well. So this has been a super fantastic project to work on, and I'm glad it's proven to be a really valuable addition to the server. Now, I'm going to start thinking ahead a little bit to a tournament and how I'm actually going to run that kind of thing. Some people have offered to help, which is very kind. So I'm going to get my thinking cap on and see if we can make that happen sometime soon. But for today, we're not going to be touching this thing at all. It's done, it's finished. We're letting people enjoy it for a little while, practice, and just generally enjoy using it. And we'll start thinking about tournaments in the next couple of weeks. But we're gonna go back to some farms and some base stuff and improving things around our home today. So in a recent episode, we built ourselves a little squid farm over here, an ink farm, powered by axolotls. And we did a test and it was working. We got some ink sacs. It was all quite promising. Then I came back the next day, and the axolotls, they're gone. They're just not there. We're going to try and solve the problems to that. So this wasn't properly claimed. I had like half the water claimed here. I just wanted to claim the minimum area possible. I don't actually have enough claim blocks remaining to claim the rest of this thing, so I'll have to do that later. But for now I can protect it at least. And I'm going to do that by encasing it in glass. And I've got a whole load of axolotls here, all named after Axel once again, 1 through 6. So we're going to release them into the water. And they're already named. And then we're going to put a little roof over this thing so that hopefully they'll be a bit more protected. Okay, so axolotl squid farm test. Now it's been sealed. 1, 2. Oh no, we've lost more axolotls. 1, 2, 3. We've lost 3 of them. The only thing I can think of is that perhaps the axolotls are getting stuck on the hoppers there, not being able to get back into the water. Or maybe mobs are spawning on the hoppers. Is that possible? I don't know. Anyway, I think the solution here is probably to lower the hoppers. If I put them down in the water, then I think both of those things should be negated. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. So I put in a bit of a fix here. I've lowered this line of hoppers, so it's now in the water. Axolotls can now safely swim on top of there and not get stuck, I hope. And I put an additional line of hoppers at the bottom just to see if it changes the rate of the farm in case some of the items weren't floating to the top and get stuck at the bottom. So get our axolotls back in there, do another test overnight again and see if that has improved the rates and also, with any luck, improved the drops as well. Alright, so we did an overnight AFK session in our hole in the wall, and I emptied the ink sacks we'd gathered so far, which was 2.5 stacks just from like during the day yesterday, and we weren't even around this very much. Did we lose any axolotls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, they're all there. Good. That's a good sign. And what? Check that out. So that's 3 stacks and a bit. That's just up here. Let's go see if our additional bottom layer picked up anything as well. Nice. So that's potentially additional ink sacks I would have been missing out on. Combined with what we picked up yesterday, looking at 5, 6 and 3/4 stacks of ink sacks in a day. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. This thing genuinely works. Oh, and it's night. Now I'm running home and sleeping. So I've been having some fun on the auction house recently with my boxes. Last episode I sold the perfect prismarine box, and I've listed it for a lot of money, and it went immediately, absolutely immediately. Let's have a look. The perfect prismarine box was here, 30,000 that sold for. So then I made another one for 40,000 that sold almost immediately as well. But I'm having a bit of fun with this shulker stuff, so I've been purchasing a lot of, as you know, I've been purchasing a lot of shulkers. So we're pretty well stocked up. These are just the ones not in use right now with all the shells I purchased from Ollie. And I've been purchasing a lot of wither skeleton skulls and beacons as well. And this is going to be a beacon box. It's a beacon in a box. So it's just over 2.5 stacks of iron blocks, or the exact number you need to make a full level beacon, and some iron to power it with some decoration. Beacon box. There we go. Perfect. We'll list that on the auction house for 70. I'm gonna push it 80. If it doesn't sell, I can always reduce, but that's saving. It's a good deal, and it's saving people a lot of hassle. I'm really quite enjoying. I don't enjoy selling individual things on the auction house. So I find it a little bit tiresome now, but it's a great place to go buy the things I need, and where I enjoy doing these market dynamic things. It's just fun playing with economic stuff and pricing levels and experimenting with new things to sell that I haven't seen done before. So that's all good. Ooh. Yeah, copper. Okay, that beacon box sold super fast. It just went immediately, so I think I underpriced it, but I also thought of doing something a little bit different. So I've been getting a lot of emeralds from all of the trading I've been doing. This is just the stuff upstairs. I got chests and chests downstairs. So I've made another beacon box, this time with emeralds. So these are obviously a lot more valuable, but that's all the emeralds you should need for a beacon. And some iron to get it going, and some symbols for decoration. So I'm going to name this guy and put this guy up for 100k and see if anyone takes it. Just coming back to Do Town to restock my shops, and I didn't realise it was nighttime. And oh, look at this! Isn't this sign amazing? I love it. Oh, it's like Christmas lights. I love it. NeoDood. That's pretty awesome. Good, somebody slept. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're out of stock of something. So I wanted to check in on the shops, because it's been probably another week since I've been back here, and I want to collect my earnings. And I've got a couple of shulkers of books and swords and things to drop in. Okay, let's check how many sales we had. So, whoa, 34 diamonds there for the pickaxes that are on sale. That's pretty good. Any potato sales? They're here. 3. Okay, better than nothing. And this one over here is Silk Touch. 2. This one here is Efficiency. 11. Over here, Breaking. 23. And Mending. 15. And Iron. How are we doing on Iron? Another 15. Pretty good. Another stack and a half of diamonds. So, Wassa on the server has just invited me over to his place. I'm having a little look around. Oh my goodness, look at all this. What? This is some crazy farming setup. He's got pumpkin farms over here. And he sells them all to these guys by the looks of it. And melons. Wow, bamboo. Sugarcane. This is really cool. Really nice looking place. I love the style. Oh, we're heading downstairs. Ah, nice. Yeah, mob farm for creepers. Very cool. That's where you get the gunpowder. That's pretty intense. What the hell is that? The geode built into the side of the room. I love it. Damn, this is a big hole, and that is a big mob farm. That is a crazy, crazy mob farm. And this is their main floor. They've got all their villager trading and storage in here. Lovely place. Beautiful. Whoa. This place is big. Okay, this is where they've got their animals. Cute. The wool farm. That's really cool. Very nice. God, this place looks great. Really great. I love all the interconnected bridges. Look at this house. Isn't it adorable? Oh, I love it. Look at this. This is so good. They've got a kitchen and a dining table. Living room here. Look at this. There's the music system TV. That's the big TV and the speakers. This is cool. Really cool. Even the shelves got little brackets. I like it. It's got the loom trick going on here. Very nice. I love the styling. Ah, look at this. Very, very nice. That is a really cool looking bedroom. Ah, look at that. A nice view. Oh, there's even a little beach down there, he's saying. Yes, with the umbrellas and the loungers and the lilos in the water. Ooh, 3x3 piston door. Fancy pants. I see, this is the smelter. Gotcha. Really nice. Whoa, this is really cool. Yep, the beach looks amazing. On the lilos, that's really cool. Oh. Let me go around the coast here. Over a cute little bridge. Up these stairs. Oh, wow. There's 2 towers. Didn't spot that before. It's like a bay. I see. Yeah. What a view. Look at that. Really nice. With the defense towers there. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. What a beautiful, beautiful place. Okay, so there's a few people who live here who are contributing to this place. Yeah, looks amazing. Really special, guys. You've done some amazing stuff here. Thanks, Waz, for showing us around. I've got to go off now. And thank you so much for the liking as well. So, the reason we just went over there, because I was asking for some lichen, and I need some for a project. So there is a build contest that's going to be happening on the server here, and we need to get a building up by this week. And Neo is going to come on, and he is going to be doing some judging. The style is medieval. I'm going to build something out here. I'm going to put a building for my village, and I've got a whole load of materials here that I think I'm going to need. I have a rough idea of what I want to do. Kind of just going to make it up as I go along. But I'm going to go out there right now and start putting this thing together and see how it comes out. So it needs to be out here somewhere, and I'm thinking this would be a nice spot for it right here. So I want to keep a little bit of this pond. I won't keep it all. I'll keep some of it, and I'll put a building to accompany this one over here, and I think I'll have it facing this way. So I think somewhere sort of around here at the front of it, and plot it out on this bit of land right here. And it will contribute to the village and be another thing that will help bring this place to life a little bit. It's going to look okay next to this because it's going to be in a slightly different style. This was the sort of eclectic, wacky style I was put together with this building. This one's going to be, the style we need to build in is medieval, so it needs to be quite a bit darker, using some rawer, less refined materials. So I'm going to pop some shulkers down here, and of course it's going to have a little bit of redstone, so I bought my redstone box. Just a little bit, it can't be too much because it's not high tech. And before I get going with the building, I'm actually going to go and make myself a super quick little lichen farm downstairs with all my other bone meal farms. A place where we can take this seed lichen and turn it into as much as we need. Okay, super simple glow lichen farm made in a few minutes. So dispensers right here. We just got the observer trick at the back here with sticky pistons, 2 of them, and we can seal the wall back up there. Okay, and I think we should be good. I think we just need to do this and this, turn this on. Okay, and then just hold left click here and we should get tons and tons of lichen. Okay, that should do for the minute. So that's given us 3 and a bit stacks in under a minute. Nice, nice and simple. So we'll leave these here and take this back up with us. And I'll come down and style this, tidy it up a bit later, but mission accomplished for the time being. So the idea here is to try and obviously make something that has the possibility of winning a contest. I'm going to try and push myself a little bit, kind of like I did with this build, but in a more medieval style. I'm going to use a whole bunch of materials and things that I don't usually use, and I'm going to ham up the styling like crazy. I'm going to pile and pile it on until I get something that looks really good. So let's get to building this thing. There she is, all finished. I did a little bit of extra styling around here. I put in the path and connected everything up, so now it's all connected. I've just been oxidizing these stairs because I want them to be here as a bench in this oxidized state, and I'll put them right here and put an anvil right on top, I think. let's just have a little look from the outside. So, yeah. Oh, hello. We have the front door around the front here. And then this is the entry into the workshop. And then we have a daylight sensor here that when it's dusk, it will close up shop and make this inaccessible. And yeah, when it's daytime, then it'll open back up again and the shop is open for business. And this shop is a workshop for a armor or weaponsmith, I forget which you call them. I'm going to put some more tools up on the walls, but here's the forge where they would be making stuff and they would plunge it in the water, grab the tools, make the gear. I'll put some of that up on the walls as well. And that's what downstairs is really for. And upstairs is the living quarters. So we have a lovely little bed. We have a table and chairs. And then we have a wardrobe right here. Storage and rails and boxes, everything you might need. And then we go out into the veranda right here. So this is a little lookout, so you can look out on the village from here. And then we've got some steps coming down the side. So lightweight steps. And then have a look around the back here. The bedroom is like a jutting out extension across the back. Got the floor, I've got little window boxes, chimneys, the works. Tons of detail in this build, I love it. Yeah, I'm quite proud of it actually, it's turned out pretty well. And I think it looks pretty nice in the village. I was kind of concerned that it might contrast a bit too much with this building. But I think they play off each other pretty nicely actually. And yeah, size-wise, they're of a similar scale, so they fit quite well together. And I think that helped makes it work. So just a few little details to finish off, but I'm ready to put this in as my entry for the build competition. And I'm not sure if it's a winner, but it's definitely a great addition to my village. So I'm pretty proud of what we've managed to do there. Just out here in Vanlands, adding some more hidden lighting all over the place, just to make sure the whole village is well lit. And then, look at this. Look what I just found. For John Dark. No take unless you're John Dark. From Grey Dog. Thank you, Grey Dog. Very kind. Oh, look at this. I like it. As always, Grey Dog, beautifully presented. Oxidized copper. Thank you so much. Love this stuff. Warp stem, one of my favorite blocks. And I don't have a renewable source of that yet. And rooted dirt. Interesting. I like. You can never have enough bone meal. Shroom lights are my favorite way of lighting. And yeah, these small drip loops, I haven't really found much to do with these yet. They're kind of really interesting. So I might go put some in the pond. But thank you, Grey Dog. Beautifully presented as always. I love your style. And thank you once again for the very generous gift. Very kind. There we go. So we put some of those drip leaf and Grey Dog to good use immediately. We can use them to do a little mini parkour course across the water here. Okay, now we've got a difficult lengthways parkour here. Nice, nailed it, nailed it. There we go, just done a little bit of creative bone mealing all the way around, just to liven it up a little bit. It softens the edges. If the ground's just totally flat and featureless, it's a bit boring, and it helps the moss carpets here to stand out less, just by doing a little bit of that, taking away most of what spawns, just leaving a few little pieces and some flowers like that. That's generally a nice thing to do. Yeah, after all, beautiful painting in the wrong room just isn't its best. So, you know, we've got to put the house in the right setting in order for it to shine and for it to look its best as well. Same for the whole village. Pretty pleased with that. So Ollie was just showing me around his place, and damn, this person, this guy, really likes flexing. Check this out: a gold and netherite beacon with all nine beacons on top. Small flex, okay. And this is his house right here, which is really nice house. It's oh, there's a side door, I didn't see that before. You can go in here. Got a nice dining room in here, storage. Now this is the ground floor or basement, and then this is the main floor, living room. Very nice. And then upstairs, really cool armor room and very grand bedroom. Look at this. Very nice place, Ollie. And Ollie also has made a PvP arena way over here, where he and many others fight on a daily basis, battle to the death. So this is a really cool place. They've got statues all the way around, got a map here showing you where it is, and a leaderboard here, different tiers of fighting, and a great big Zen arena in the middle, surrounded by statues. It's really cool. Definitely not my thing. I'm not going to embarrass myself by having a match here, because I don't do PvP. That's not why I play Minecraft. But Ollie in particular is pretty OP at this, so I wouldn't dare challenge him anyway. But really cool build. Great to see something like this in a server that brings a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyment to others. Well done, Ollie. And so I have some news about the server here, the status of things on the server and what's happening to it. So unfortunately, the people who run the server, which I assume is Neo and the mods, have all decided that the server is going to get reset. We've only been 12 short weeks on this server, but we've all achieved an awful lot here and built an awful lot together. It's been pretty incredible. So they're taking the 1.18 update as an opportunity to reset things. If you just updated the server with that update, then only unexplored chunks will get updated, which are all a very long way away. Which means, unfortunately, everything we've built in this world will no longer exist. Everything that everybody has built will no longer exist in this world, which is all very, very unfortunate. So we haven't got a date yet when this will be, but it seems like it's definitely very imminent. And yeah, as a result, there's no real reason to continue building anything in this world anymore. If it's all just going to be deleted sometime in, it could be as little as the next couple of days. So the plans that we had, all the extra farms we wanted to build, building the rest of this village, continuing to build upon Vanland, doing a tournament on the racetrack, all of these things no longer going to happen, unfortunately. So we've just got a few things to do with the time we've got left here on the server, try and make it a little bit of fun as much as we can, and let's see what we can get up to with the time that we have left. Before we do go for the final time, I just wanted to give a little tour of my own little base here, partly for my own memory, so that I can look back on this and remember what I built, but also because I don't think I've really done this properly in all the time that I've been recording. So let's have a little base tour of my own here. Okay, so my own little house above ground here. This is my facade, my entry point into my base, which was going to be part of this village. I have my wheat farm here, my wheat farm auto harvesting with the water. That in turn pushes everything down here where it gets items sorted. And we separate out the seeds from the wheat. The wheat goes into this dispenser here, this dropper, which pushes it into a water stream that takes the wheat into a food chest in the house. And the other side of that item filter spits out all of the seeds into a chest right here, which is an overflow circuit you can hear working in the background. And that's spitting out any excess seeds into lava, which you can hear sizzling away there. I built these two houses as part of my village. So this was to be a blacksmith's house. The lights come on at night automatically with a little upstairs. Very cute. And next door to it for the build contest, I had just built this guy. I'm really quite pleased with how both of these turned out. I think they look really nice. This was the entrance to my first mine down here. There was a abandoned mine shaft down there, and I built my first spider farm in the first episode. Over here we have a tree farm where I would get a lot of my wood. I had one of most of the types of trees here. Simple, chop them down, replant them and leave them. Usually by the time you get to the end, most of the others had already regrown, so you could keep at it for a while if you wanted. And everything else is underground. So I built this little house as a facade because I moved my entire base underground after I took down my initial building and put it under here. So this note block opens a 2x2 piston door, which allows us in and out of the property. I come into the main area with my storage chests right here. Built up a lot of stuff in here, got a lot of resources. Actually, I just wanted to show my diamond collection. So all of these diamonds, these have come from my shops alone, which has been pretty successful. So I've enjoyed doing that. And then through here is my super smelter. Now this guy is connected up to a chest here, so you put an input in here, and when everything's gone in, you flick the switch and it all kicks into gear. I kept this kind of simple, and then it all outputs into the water stream and back into that other chest. And at the very end here, I built myself a bamboo farm, and this thing is bone meal powered and pumps out an enormous amount of bamboo that in turn fills all of these guys with fuel to do all the smelting. Over this side of the base, we have the water elevator that goes all the way down to the ground floor. And then we have our villager food farms, of which we have 6. We have 2 carrots, 2 beetroot, and 2 wheat down here. Yep. And all of the output from these guys gets collected and funneled. We've got a guy in the middle they try to pass to. There he is. There they go. And there's hopper minecarts to collect everything and push it downstairs into the trading hall. And down there as well, I also have a villager breeder, which outputs the villagers into this space, and I was using rail carts to get them out and put them where I needed for all my villager trading, which is just here. This is my villager trading floor. We have toolsmiths along here. These guys I'd sell a lot of my iron to. They're where I got most of my emeralds. Stone cutters here. Cartographers. What are these guys called? Fletchers. Weaponsmiths. And armourers. So with these guys I traded an awful lot to get tools and weapons. And then of course the librarians. We have pretty much one of everything, mostly for 1 emerald. All of these guys are got discounts, and we got those by putting zombies behind and lowering these guys down and then healing them. You can see the zombies right there. I extended this over this side of the building as well to get a few more traders in. Slightly different setup over here, but basically the same functionality. And of course the clerics and some more stone cutters that I put in over this side. And this is all the storage for all of my books. It's mostly empty. Oh no, there's still quite a lot in there. I've just been filling that up because I built the shops in Neo Town where I sell most of those for diamonds. Here's the farmer's market. This is where all the food comes in from all those markets, including the wheat farm outside, and then all of these guys just generate their food from above, ends up in these chests, and this is the villager breeder. So it's turned off right now. These pistons are blocking the view of the beds. When it's turned on, 2 villagers on each side produce the babies who try to get to the beds and fall down into the water, where they end up in the water stream and go into that building upstairs. This is the output for my slime farm up here. Big producer, ended up producing me a lot of slime. It's just a 6-layer single column downstairs with a water stream that pushes the slimes onto these campfires here. That's a very successful little farm. And then the rest of the base is down here at the bottom of the world. I did intend to fill up the rest of this floors with other things, but no longer. There's definitely a slime chunk here as well. But this is my nether wart farm. Simple water-based design, which you would fire from here. The water would come down, push everything into the chests, get loads of nether wart. Cactus farm continuously breaks off next to the fence posts, puts things in the water stream and collects down here. Got a lot of cactus there. Manual mushroom farm, just bone meal these guys, chop them down. This is my bone meal farm. Love these things. Pump out an awful lot of bone meal. I had did have 12 shulkers worth of bone meal here. 11 sitting there right now, and 2 double chests of bone meal, all ready for future projects that unfortunately now will never be. A lot of bone meal went into this flower farm, which was just turn on and sit here and let the flowers collect. This was a nice little design because the refueling was here. We dropped the bone meal in and it automatically, when it was full or when that was empty, sent the cart on its way and evenly distributed it through all of these dispensers until it ran out. And when it ran out, it returns to home, all automatically, using this nice little circuit I designed here. And then out the back, we have the mines. The mines are enormous. A lot of mining going on down here. Here's one of our beacons, the first one we put in. We did a lot of strip mining down here. There goes a slime right now. This is the bottom of the slime farm. This is a slime chunk, and whoop, he's going to go up in the water stream. And whoop, there he goes. So this is 6 levels tall, and we have the iron golems in their little containers over there. A bit difficult to see from this angle, but yeah, there's his feet. Slimes are attracted to them, they bounce on over and fall into the gap. We put a block swapper here at the bottom of the water elevator, so it's on down by default, and we get a nice little block swapper here that pushes us all the way back up to the surface. That's on a timer delay, so given about 10 seconds or so, that pulls you back down and turns it back into a down elevator. Let's go have a look at the town. I'd really like to remember that. Let's sleep. And of course, we settled here with our Van Land brothers, Axel, Pexi, and Gura. We all built this little community together. Here's a map. Here's my house here, and a little settlement. And here's where everyone else lives. And we built these paths. No! We built these paths connecting us all. There's another farm over here full of iron golems. I helped build this for Gura or Pexi. I forget whose it was. One of them was working on a little villager breeder hut here. We got a custom tree. This is Gura's base. This is Pexi's base, sorry. This goes underground quite a bit. This bridge was one of the early things we built to make sure we're all connected. Axel built this amazing windmill, and we dug out this trench together and built all of this pathways and made it look all nice and pretty. Axel's base is over here, and wow, what is this? I haven't even seen this yet. I think that's great. Looks like they hadn't got very far or finished it quite yet, but really nice to see. Hey Axel, how you doing? There's the witch. Axel caught this witch with the others. They weren't sure what to do with it yet. Gura built it. Okay, nice work, Gura. You should be proud. That's a really beautiful little building. Axel's base over here. Look at how beautiful this has become. This all looks so good. It's come along so much. Really nice job, Axel. Axel's base again extends quite a long way underground there. And we built this farm together at the very beginning. I helped set it up. And then he was building a villager trading hall over here. But didn't quite get to finish it, unfortunately. But yeah, everyone in Vanland did a fantastic job building a really great little community here. We're all super proud of what we achieved. This was the first bridge we built together, crossing the river here to make us a little bit more connected to the very early days so we could get to each other's bases really easily. And everything else was in the nether, really. Or we travelled through the nether to get there. So in the nether, we built an extensive network that later other people connected a wider nether network up to, which was really nice of them. But I think the main network goes that way and extends all the way back to spawn. I tunneled in the opposite direction, went this way, and I did this at the very beginning to try and get a load of villagers, because they were incredibly scarce at the beginning. And I transported them, I don't know, it must be like 1,000 blocks through the nether in a boat. It was pretty treacherous. That was all in the early episodes. If you want to go back and see what I did there, but that was all good fun. Whew, after that long walk, this is how far I had to come in the nether, where the early days of the game, in order to find a nether fortress that had a blaze spawner in it still, and that allowed me to build this blaze spawner farm. Just a big box built around a blaze spawner. I had to mine out the fortress. I, in fact, mined this entire fortress away, as you can see. I'll explain why in a minute. But this was a pretty productive little farm. Got us lots of blaze rods, lots of things to sell on the auction house early on. And I even used this as fuel for the furnace array for quite a while. Before I had my bamboo farm. You can hear the guys spawning in here. You just let them all accumulate and take them out with your sword. And yeah, I demolished the rest of this because I did build a wither skeleton farm. But it was kind of like a cheap one. I don't think I'll ever build one of this style again. It wasn't very effective long term. People have been in here. You just walk up and down here. This was over a big crossroads where the fortress used to be. And walking on the light sensors makes you just the right height, so that only the wither skeletons can see you over the top. And you attract them over here and take them out with a sword. And all the drops would fall into there. Oh look, there's a load just spawned in. Perfect timing. I'm not going to take them out right now though. Oh boy, they can get through that gap now. This is now a dangerous place to be. Yeah, all of that I built out here, along with demolishing this entire fortress and slabbing up a pretty large area of the surrounding to try and make those guys spawn a bit more. Wasn't that great though. It did work, but you had to put in the hours. The other place I would usually run to here in the nether, which I think is already the last place I visited. Yes, here we go. This is my ocean temple farm. So, having found an ocean temple, I was able to claim it. It's quite out a long way. I found it when exploring early game. And yeah, I encased and drained the entire thing and then demolished it as well. So this entire area used to be an ocean temple, and on top of it I built the farm. And that farm is a very simple, creates water space for the guardians to spawn in, and it's on bubble elevators that pushes them onto campfires. The drops get collected by hoppers and just end up in here. Very lucrative farm. So this farm produces a lot of fish, and yeah, an awful lot of prismarine, a lot of which I sold, a lot of which I used for building projects and other things, especially the lanterns. So this was a very, very fun thing to build. I'm glad I put it in this world. Okay, everything else was at Neo Town. Being a warp location, this is somewhere it seems obvious to put something that people could access, and this is where I started putting all my shops, my successful shops that got me all those diamonds. Today I just finished fixing this map that Josiah and Grey Dog built together. Somehow it had broken, so I just remade it, put it all in there. So we're here in the middle right now. That's the spawn location. This is Neo's base. Our shops are up there. Oh dear, I forgot. Map's easy to break. So let's go and visit those shops right now. The things that people built here were amazing. It's a shame that so many of the people who came and built stuff here didn't stick around. A lot of people just came here because Neo was playing and built something, and then yeah, it disappeared. But a lot of people built some stuff here that was intended to stick around for a long time, including this beautiful house over here that Treeweaver and some others built. And my shops. We have shops for iron ingots. We have the bookshop, mending books, unbreaking, efficiency, and silk touch. Over here, we put potatoes just because we ended up with an awful lot of them. People didn't really ever buy that. And then these shops I rented. So I rented this one to Grey Dog, where he was selling Protection 4. This one I never did rent. People were interested, but we never ended up making a deal. And of course, Dr. Cass rented this one for his totems, where he was putting those in. He sold a lot of those very successfully. And I put one more shop over here, where I was selling those diamond pickaxes with Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3 for 1 diamond. Those sold really well. Yeah, the intention was to build more shops over here, but obviously I'm not going to be doing that now. But I was very pleased with the shop design that we came up with. Took a long time for me to figure out how to do this, get around the mods, the claim mods, and grief-proofing this thing to make it work, and give it all the functionality of only accepting diamonds, spitting out other things that it doesn't accept, and of course marking itself as out of stock when there's no stock in there, so people just aren't throwing diamonds into the abyss. Yeah, I was very pleased with the design that came up for these shops. And then, of course, we have our very own warp to our mega project, which was just last episode. It's so unfortunate that all of the work that went into this is now going to be taken away. But the raceway. So the raceway, I'm glad that people got to enjoy it for the small amount of time it existed on the server. We built this tower, which is where the warp location comes into. Head on down to the bottom here. We end up in the courtyard. And we have a portal to the nether. We have Fingers, the cods, and our cod dispenser. So yeah, the cod dispenser in case people got hungry, using that cod that came out of the Prismarine Guardian Ocean Temple farm. Little bedroom for people to sleep. And this is a map of the race course. So this took an awful lot of work, awful lot of planning, and it's a shame it had such a short life. Let's go upstairs. We'll have one last little loop around the track just to show what it was like. You place your boat, get in your boat, push the button, get your countdown. 3, 2, 1. Everyone gets launched at the same time. We had redstone catch-up mechanics here that launched blocks that would pop out of the ice. We go through the tunnel, down here through the chicane. There's a bit of a straight here. This is the chicane looping back and forward. And then this is a big 270 turn, and this goes straight up into the slime block launcher. Hey, the slime block launcher launches you way up in the air. Come down to the final finish line, and boom. That's it. Then you just return your boat to the pit lane. Slowly make your way down to the cactus, and that'll take the boat out and pump it back into the system, ready for the next people. There we go. And that brings us back to our base, full circle. Really, really proud of everything that we've achieved and built in this world. We've done an awful lot. I dared to think how many hours put into all of this. Probably well over 100, maybe 200, who knows. A lot of time. So pleased with what we've been able to achieve in the very short time that we've had. And I'm going to miss this place, I'm going to miss this world. But Minecraft just keeps carrying on. Oh, that's hilarious. Dr. Cass here. I love it. Dr. Cass is just destroying chests of totems. Look at this. Rem for the 66 is just swimming. Well done, Dr. Cass. We're underneath the shop that Dr. Cass was renting from me. He had an extra storage bunker down here full of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of totems. Now, You can just go swimming in totems, pick them all up. Look at my inventory, it's completely full of them. That's so funny. Unsurprisingly, complete anarchy has broken out in the server. People are just running around, giving away all their stuff, blowing up their bases, selling everything they have for absolutely nothing, or giving it away, destroying items, whatever. It's the end of the world is nigh, and yep. What can you do except lay back and let it all roll over? So apparently, Dr. Cass, I gave him a load of TNT, and oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Dr. Cass has used the TNT I gave him, and he has coated his entire base in TNT, and he's going to blow it to Kingdom Come. He's done it! He's done it! Here it goes. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Well, this was a beautiful base, Dr. Cass. Beautiful. It's a shame. Couldn't be preserved forever. And it wouldn't be right if we didn't give the racetrack a bit of a send-off. Have a couple of races, so here we go. We're off, and off into the first corner. Nice little lead for me at the beginning. Ooh, little error there on the first corner. That's going to slow me down. I'm surely going to get overtaken any second because of that. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh man. Now it's just turned into bumper cars. Here we go. Come on. Around the 180. Up the straight. Under the tunnel. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Oh, look at this cornering. Look at this cornering. Drifting like an absolute pro. Oh yeah. Am I going to make it to the jump? Oh, little mishap there. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes! Oh yeah, come on, come on, come on. Keep it together, up to the straight, across the finish line, and kapow! Nice one. Master of the track. Always good fun. Fun to play with others, and it's so fun to see other people enjoying this track as well. I'm very pleased I built this, because it's brought a lot of people a lot of enjoyment, and as short-lived as it was, it's a shame we didn't get to do a tournament or anything. We just didn't have time, but I'm pleased we managed to get this done regardless, and it's probably one of the most epic things I've ever managed to build in Minecraft. Oh hey Dr. Cass, how's it going? We should have a race. Oh look, what did you drop? Dragon's head? Dragon's head, cool. That'll be fun to race with. Nice, thank you. Check me out. This will look pretty funny in a boat. Love it, love it. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh, Dr. Cass, what have you done? Curse of binding. This thing is stuck on my head now. Oh my goodness. You absolute prankster. Oh man, you got me good. You got me good. I'm gonna have to get rid of this thing later. I'm not sure how official this is, but Mega Johnny here is one of the server mods admins, and he just called everyone who was online to come here and vote on the server reset. So we have the yeses to the reset on this side, and we have the no's on this side. I put my no in because it's how I like to play, but I think this is a very diplomatic approach to how to deal with this, and I think it's pretty clear. It's like at least 2-1, probably more, in favour of a reset, which is interesting to see. So a lot of people are really keen to see 118, as am I, but I think a compromise could be met another way. But hey ho, this is what people want, so that's a good result for the majority, I would say. So Dr. Cass tricked me earlier. He got me to put on this dragon's head, and the damn thing has Curse of Binding on it. So there's only one way to get rid of this. Tally ho! Oh. Ouch. Let's go get my stuff. So the build competition was judged last night. Neo did a live stream. I'll put a link to it below, and he came and judged the house as well. We got a 7.5 out of 10, which I'm pretty happy with, considering it's such a small build. I put a lot of effort and detail into it, but it is kind of small. If you go watch that video, you'll see what other people have done. Some people's builds were just enormous, and some people had effectively built a small town. You can't really compete with that in a couple of hours. So yeah, it is what it is, but I'm happy that my build was featured and that he seemed to like what I did. So thank you, Neo. I'm glad that I was considered in the competition. So thanks. And congratulations to everyone else who competed, and congrats to the winners. I saw the builds on the stream, and yeah, they looked incredible. So well-deserved win to everyone else. So yeah, I've had some time to reflect now on what's happening with the server, and yeah, it seems that the majority of people on the server want a reset, which is a good thing. I'm glad that they did actually ask in the end, and that's the right thing to do. And yeah, I understand that people want to play around with 1.18 and all of the new things that that has to offer. I guess it depends on what you want to get out of Minecraft in the end. It's like the reason I play this game, people often ask me, why do you, John, a grown man, why do you play Minecraft? Isn't it just for kids? And I say no, it is not. Minecraft it's not just a game. It's more like a simulation. It's like such a creative experience where you can come and build things out of nothing. You have to gather your resources, do a bit of the grind, put in the hours. It's not all fun and games. You do things in order to achieve things. You get an enormous sense of achievement from building in Minecraft and from solving problems, building machines, using redstone, creating farms. I don't wear armor because I don't care about progression. I don't like the way it looks, but I don't care about leveling up. I don't care about being more protected. I don't care about having all of the best stuff, all the best gear, all the best tools. And I've got a little audience here on my soapbox. And yeah, I care about doing cool things, building amazing stuff, making all of this, and feeling a sense of achievement. And that's what's fun to me. I don't like restarting over and over again. I like to continually build on my progress and make it better and better continuously. That's another thing that's great about Minecraft. It doesn't have an ending. You've never completed Minecraft. You can't win Minecraft. You can go defeat the dragon. You can defeat all the other bosses that are currently in the game and more that are coming. You can max out your armor, you can max out your tools, but ultimately there's no end to this thing. You just keep going. Like I could add another 100 buildings here, build up an entire city. I could create every farm in the game and then optimize them all, make them super efficient, and find new problems to solve and build stuff to solve it. And it's that sense of achievement that drives me to play this game. And that is why I love Minecraft. And that's why I'm still sad that we're losing this world, that it's going to get reset. Because I play to continuously evolve and improve. That's what I love about Minecraft. If you see my Let's Play series, my single player, you'll see, I'm going back to that shortly as well. I'm going to continue working on that. So I would love to show you all what I've been building in that world as well, and I'm going to continue to build in that world because it's my ongoing world that I imagine I will never leave. It will always be there, and I always want a record of it and the things that I'm able to build and achieve in that world as well. So I want to give out a special thank you to everyone who has played with me on this server. It has been an absolute joy and a privilege to build this world together. We've all done some amazing things. An extra special thank you to my Vanland brothers who decided to settle here with me, and we've built an amazing community. We forged new friendships, and it's been incredible. And also to everyone who gave me a base tour and showed me around their place, some of whom you may have seen in these videos. Everyone who was building on this server, did some amazing things. Everyone should be super, super proud of what they achieved. We've had fun. I'm not sure whether I'm coming back. The big lesson for me with this experience has been not to invest so much of my time in something I have so little control over. That's what I like about my single player world. It's entirely in my control. I can play it whenever I want, however I want, and make all the decisions I want. This isn't my server. This is somebody else's server. They make the decisions here, and they're decisions that are completely out of my control. And for me to invest hundreds and hundreds of hours of my time into something that can just be taken away at the snap of the fingers, regardless of what my opinion is not something I can afford to invest so much time in the future. That's been my most important takeaway from this. So I'm going to find a way to play with others in an environment where I do have more control and those other people have more control as well. That might be here, it might be somewhere else. Time will tell. But for now, I want to thank you all so much for watching. NeoDood has been a fantastic experience, and thank you Neo and everyone else involved for setting up this server. It really has been an absolute blast, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. So thank you very much, and we'll see all you guys in Minecraft in the future. Keep on Minecrafting, discover why you love playing Minecraft, and play it for that reason. That's what it's here for. Take care for now. Bye bye.